to the Wise Woman Show. I am your host, Megan Wiseman, or better yet, Wise Woman. Here we empower Christian women entrepreneurs to express their divine wisdom and follow their intuition. This is a space where diverse voices and visions of wise women are showcased to support and celebrate the power of feminine leadership in business. Hello and welcome to the Wise Women Show. I am Megan Wiseman and I'm here today with my guest, Shalese Bruce. We are going to be talking about hearing the wisdom of the heart because my friend Shalese is just what I would say an expert in the heart. She has had a lot of healing work on her own, in her own heart, and now she guides other spiritual leaders to harness the power of their hearts so they can find their true identity. And I love that. That just aligns so much with the work that I do and the work that I love. So that is why I'm bringing her here today, to let her share some of her expertise on the heart. So, Shalese, my friend, in the healing work, I guess we could go a little bit into your story first. How did you become connected to your heart? I think that's a good place to start.
Okay, so I didn't know about the heart back then, but intuitively my spirit was teaching me. And so when I look back, I can see the things that I did to reconnect my heart. And I had been disconnected from my heart, and my spirit was leading me to understand that it's really important for me to feel and know and understand my feelings. So I was learning how to understand my feelings. So, like, I had emotion, but in my life, but I didn't like understand it. So, whenever I had emotion, I would take time to slow down and connect into my heart and ask questions with compassion and love. And as I learned how to do that, to understand what the deeper meaning was to what I was feeling, um, it was slowly reconnecting me to my heart, because our heart is our emotional center, and it's also a spiritual language, because it is our connection to heaven and our own spirit. So as you learn to feel and understand your feelings and have compassion and love for them, you are naturally reconnecting to your heart. So that was the start of that. And as I was also really striving to know Christ on a personal level. And as I was coming to show up for myself, self-care, compassion, self-love for me, and turning my heart to Christ, I was deepening my connection and relationship to Him. And I was coming to know myself.
I love that. And I love that your heart led you to Christ because I just love your connection with Him, and that you found it by going into your heart is amazing. So, we're learning about hearing the wisdom of your heart. And I know that coming into your heart is very healing. Why do we need to heal our hearts specifically? I mean, you mentioned some, but why do you feel like we need to?
Well, because we are eternal beings and we hold eternal wisdom within our heart space. So when we reconnect to our hearts and we heal them, they're connected and open to the eternal wisdom that we hold within. So I love to empower my clients to connect to their hearts and ask questions to them so that they can receive the answers from within, because all that we seek is from within our hearts. And so when you desire to know or understand different things about your life and you're wanting to be um, led and guided, you can receive direction from your heart, because our hearts are our connection to heaven, to Heavenly Father and Mother, to Jesus, to our higher self, our own spirit, and our angels. So, when we are connecting to our hearts, we're receiving their divine direction.
Oh, that was so beautiful. I agree. That's when I started my healing journey, one of the things was learning how to connect to my heart and get yes and no answers and connect to my angels and all the things you just mentioned. So I just say amen to everything you just said. Um, one other thing I was thinking about, you mentioned that you help clients because you love doing this work for yourself, but now that you are a heart-centered life coach, you guide people to their heart. So explain kind of if I were your client or someone was working with you, what does that look like? How do you connect to your heart with clients?
So, kind of going through the similar steps that I did, working on feeling their emotion and understanding it and having compassion, being unashamed for whatever shows up to work on and process through. Um, I assist them in feeling the difference between their heart and their mind, and taking them through a process of connecting in and hearing their heart. So throughout coaching, I am always having them tune into their heart and receive answers. Um, but we also go into their heart and feel what the state of their heart is at, because people can have a broken heart, they can have a disconnected heart, they can have a hardened heart, or just a heart that is so worn out and from trials and hard things. And so just working through the state of their heart, they can have like heart walls. Their heart can literally be literally like broken spiritually.
Mhm.
Um, it can, like I said, be disconnected from trauma in their life. But like our spirits know how important this connection is. So, like, we may even feel anxiety being disconnected from our connection to heaven. So anyways, we just work on reconnecting, healing the heart, opening it up, and having good boundaries so that we can have that open heart, full of charity, um, and a lot of value can come from an open heart.
Yes, I love I love that because I think we talk a lot about changing your heart or opening your heart, but no, not very many people know actually how to do that. So it really is important to do that with somebody else and have them guide you through that process. I know I do it for myself. I'm heal people, but I still need that help and support, and going to someone else to guide you through that is really important, especially because when it's in us, it's harder. It's harder to see it, and having someone guiding you through that is so important. So I
Mhm.
loved the way you explained all the things that the heart does. I'm like, yes, all those things. I've seen that in my work. And so I affirm, yes, our hearts do need a lot of healing. We go through a lot, and the heart holds so much emotion and
Mhm.
goes through a lot. So we do need to heal the heart and soften and open it. And I was going to say, what? So, like, yes, we want to heal our hearts, but what can you experience when your heart is opened and softened, like you said? What kind of things are we waiting to see on the other side of this after we've opened our heart?
So, as I was healing my heart, and looking back at all the experiences I went through, I realized as I was healing my relationship with myself, which was showing up for my emotions, having compassion, self care, love for me, I was able to connect more with Christ and develop an intimate relationship with Him. And He was also healing my heart. And it is through our hearts that we can receive truth. When you like Christ is the way, the truth, and the light. He is the way, which means like the bridge between heaven and earth. Like he is that connection. And so I would call that the way. The truth is where we receive truth through our hearts and through him. And the light, like he brings light into our life and especially into our hearts. And so when we have an open heart, I'll never forget when my heart opened. Like I was driving to the store, just feeling so overjoyed. And when I went into the store, I just felt so much love for everyone in that store. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. Like, I didn't even know these people. And I just felt so much love for them. It is like mind blowing when your heart opens, how much love you can feel for people. And it is our connection to each other. Um, and when you have an open heart, you can feel more joy, more love. You can connect deeper to yourself and to like heaven and to your like your relationships. You can connect deeper. You can receive love and joy and abundance and it's just like incredible to guide your life. It's seriously life changing to have your heart open.
I love that because I feel like people are like, yeah, open and change my heart. But a lot of people might be afraid to unless they understand what the benefits are on the other side. Like, it's scary to open your heart. I haven't ever lived in that space. So, why would I let myself do that? Because there's so much love and connection to other people, to the other side of the spirit world, to knowing our guidance and finding
Mhm,
truth, like you said. I just think there's so many benefits to it, even though it feels scary. The truth is, it's amazing once you get to that point, and then I feel like it's still a process of because things will happen where you want to close down, so you go into the heart, and then you open it up again. It's
mhm.
this process of learning how to connect and understand your heart, and continually open it and soften it and get more connected to it. So I love the way that you describe everything. It all resonates and I love it so much. So I guess we were going to do just a short meditation or connection where we could kind of show you how to get to your heart in Shalese Bruce's kind of way. So if you have a moment, you can do that. You can just listen in and see how it's done. So,
Awesome. Okay. All right. I'll take you through a process of heart connection. One thing I was going to say super quick before I did that is
oh, yeah.
once you do open your heart, and like Megan said, it can be easy to want to close it off and protect because usually when we have walls or different things that we're like bringing down, it's very vulnerable to have your heart open, but it's incredible. There's so many blessings that come from it. And especially like you're opening up to intimacy, which is such a deep connection with yourself, with Christ, with your relationships. But through that process, just continually turning to Him when you feel the desire to close your heart and reopening it again with Him. So,
That is good. And I just had another thought with that. While you were saying, you're afraid because you're going to close it off again. I always think we're afraid because we don't want to get hurt.
mhm,
And we don't want to feel something that's, hurtful. And then I'm like, well, if we have that connection to Christ, then no matter what comes into our life, no matter what hurt or heartache comes, the fear is gone because he can always help you through that.
mhm,
So if you have that connection to your Savior, to God, then you're always able to turn it over to them and you don't have to fear what may come. If I open my heart, what if I get hurt again?
mhm.
If you get hurt again, then there's someone there to help you. So you don't have to be afraid. And I'm speaking to myself as I am saying these things because I do it too. So I love the way that you always bring him into the process. And that is a huge part of the process is having that higher power to to help you heal so that you're not
Guide you.
afraid to open your heart because there's someone
Yeah,
bigger and better and stronger and more capable who can support you through whatever heartache comes your way.
yeah. And you truly come to know who you are when your heart is open and connected,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
knowing your divine truths, your gifts, higher understanding about your divinity.
All right, that is the truth. And I maybe we're a little bit afraid of that.
Mhm.
What if we do find out who we are? That is a little bit scary. Who am I really? Because we think we're these human beings, but we really have so much more that we have been, and it's all inside of us. So when you get connected to that, it actually opens up so much more of who you are. I love that
Mhm.
you brought that in because that's kind of your purpose is bringing
Uh,
people to their true identity through the heart.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you got that in before we got connected to the heart again. So,
Okay.
if you're ready, we can do
I
that.
am
Probably got
ready.
everybody else ready to get into their meditation. So, hopefully, you
Yes.
find a quiet place or pause this and go find a quiet place where you can do this.
Yes. Okay. Because yeah, we're gonna slow down a little bit and get connected to your heart. Okay. So if you can, just get relaxed and put your hand on your heart and visualize yourself walking into this beautiful meadow, bare feet. As you walk, you're feeling the earth on your feet, feeling the connection in between your toes as you take each step. As you look out, see a beautiful meadow of long green grass. There's mountains and a river flowing. You can hear the river flowing. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. You can see the butterflies flying past you, the beautiful flowers and trees. And as you stand there and look at the beauty of nature, you can feel divine love emanating from all of God's creation, feeling the love that God has for you in nature, receiving that healing love. As you connect in with this earth energy, visualize cords growing down like roots from the bottom of your feet, connecting into the core of the earth, which is like the earth's heart. See that cording anchoring into the earth's heart core, like tree roots would anchor in to that core. And take a moment to take a deep breath and pull up that earth energy through that cording all the way up into your body, all the way up to your head. And as you breathe out any stresses or worries or doubts or any tension in your body. Breathing it out into the earth for the earth to transform it. And then take another deep breath into your body. Pull up that earth energy, so supporting and love and loving and nurturing. And as you breathe out, again, breathing out any tension you feel in your body and your shoulders. And then visualize a bright white light shining down upon the top of your head, seeing that light come within your body and around your body, feeling so supported and loved and known, cleansing and purifying your system with heaven's light. Seeing that light go down into your whole body, reminding you of your connection to heaven, how you are so loved and so known. And take a deep breath as though you're breathing into your heart. Pull in that heaven and earth energy. breathing that into your heart space, connecting to heaven and earth, masculine and feminine, physical and spiritual. Breathing into your heart. And ponder about something that brings you joy in your life. Feel that joy within your heart, seeing it expand into all of your body, into every cell and atom, feeling that joy emanating. Now take a moment to just listen to the message that your heart has for you today. And when you're done receiving that message, breathe that message into your heart. And remember the message that your heart told you today. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes.
That was lovely. It just feels so good to get quiet and connected. So thank you for guiding us through that. Now that we learned about the heart and now we're connected to the heart. Hopefully you're feeling that connection and you can take that throughout your day and do that whenever you need to. Just take moments of quiet to connect to the heart.
Mhm.
All right, Shalise. So I last thing, any last words?
Um, hmm. I would just hope that you know that you are so loved and so cherished and so special to our Heavenly Parents, and that you were uniquely created for a divine purpose in our world, and um, that you are needed. Your puzzle piece in the world is needed. And it is through our hearts and healing our hearts that we can truly step into our divine purpose and mission in this world and stand tall in our divinity and knowing who we are, and um, embracing our gifts and our light, and the wisdom that we have to share with the world that is so special and unique.
Thank you for that. That was beautiful. I love your words and wisdom and your heart. And I'm grateful that you came here to share with all those who will be on this show and those who will come and listen. I wanted to just let you know how to get in touch with Shalise if you want to be connected with her. Where can they find you? And I will leave that in the description as well.
Okay, so I actually have a group on Facebook that is inspiring and healing messages with Shalise. And in there, I just love to share uplifting things because I know our world can be pretty crazy. And so I really try to lift people up and inspire and share different healing things to uplift people. So I have that. And then I have my website, which is heartcoachingwithshalise.com, and it just tells about my work. And I have my clients that have shared testimonials in there about me, so you can check that out too. But I'd love to have you join my group. We have lots of cool people in there.
Yeah, it's great. I get messages all the time that I need exactly when I need them from you. So I'm like, thank you, Shalise, for sharing that today.
Yes.
So, yes, very inspired. I'm so grateful you came. I hope that all of you here have a little bit more understanding about the heart and how important it is. And yes, I guess we'll be in touch and connect more with Shalese at those different spaces if you want to learn more about connecting to your heart. Thanks for joining the Wise Woman Show. Remember, divine daughters, keep expressing your faith and femininity as you bring your powerful wisdom to this world. Like, share, comment, or subscribe to the show to stay connected.